Yeah, I wanted to be here at 10. But last night I basically didn't sleep at all. And I'm still not totally over the big relapse that I had for my chronic fatigue syndrome, so I'm kind of suffering right now. I'm suffering a little bit. And the energy in the universe is it just ain't right. It just ain't right. There's demonic spirits. There's demonics. Oh, let me get this in the right spot. There we go. Okay, good. Thanks, Marsh. It'll be fine. I just need to sleep. I just need to sleep, and then when I'm tired, I need to take a nap. Hey, Seely, what's up? So we have handy dandy timestamps, so we can just click through the stuff that we want to see. So that's good. Call of Duty has not been announced on Switch 2, I don't think, actually. Actually, don't think so. Oh, Sparty. The lightheadedness sucks. Usually that's when I'm like mega duper tired. It is real bad. Hey Spartan, hey Dances, how you doing? Hey Popular Gaming, how are you? How's Destiny? I've been watching a lot of streams. I've been bouncing between a lot of different streams. Welcome to Cap 3. Cap 3. Oh, Jesus. Job ends in 1 week and got nothing yet. I'm so sorry. I hope you find something really soon. That's very spooky. That's hard to deal with. What's up, Ultimate Blue? How are you? How are you? Trying out all the D2 stuff. Have fun, Crosser. Ultimate Blue, thank you for 17 months on YouTube. Huge. Thank you so much. Thank you. Logged in after being away for 18 months. It was nostalgic. Do you feel overwhelmed? It's a very overwhelming video game if you haven't played recently. Icebox, that would be lovely in a universe where I don't feel like I'm dying. I did see the beach skin ornaments. That's really funny. I can't wait for Monster Hunter, of course. Can't wait. It's going to be the best time ever. It's going to be the best time ever. Notice the new Oni line. They said when you load into a run today, Oni says, assert the darkness does not impede you. Assert, you carry your own light. Aw, she. They're hinting at Destiny 3 and Martin. I can't believe it. Yeah, Raven, I was like, I don't even know how you find the buttons of where you want to go. My Titan's legs are an affront to the traveler. I think that Lao could be a siege fight. He's just a big, fat, old, slow man. So I don't know what they're gonna do to him, but yeah, he's really slow. He just walks at you, pretty much. That's all he does. Yeah, this theme is really beautiful. It's so nice. It's so nice. Never heard that line prior to today. Interesting. Yeah, the content looks really, really, really good. Like, it's actually kind of crazy how much stuff is in there. There's so much stuff in there. So I hope people who are delving in will have months of content. It looks like there's months of content there. I did also see the marathon skins. Yeah, I did see those. They look pretty good. They look pretty good. I don't think Pirate Souls is real. I've gone over my reasoning before, but one of my reasoning is that the leak that seemed a lot more substantial about new FromSoft game was about it being a magic based game. That was the initial leak. It was like, oh, it's a magic based game. They're making like a magic focused FromSoft game. And then out of nowhere, some dude was just like, oh, there's gonna be pirates. I hate pirates. Mad King, thank you for 39 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. And then they were like, yeah, this is pirate thing. I may be proven wrong in the coming years, probably next year. But I think Miyazaki wants to make a more confined experience, a la Dark Souls again, a la Sekiro again. Marathon skins in Destiny, yeah. There's new marathon skins. Maybe it's a Souls witchy game. Laser, what's up? How are you? Take your time. What's the rush? I mean, we are getting Dustbloods. Dustbloods is so literally happening. It's like happening right. I need to. So I actually don't know if I have a Switch 2 because when. Okay, so here's the story about Switch. Okay, so Switch 2 was launching. Tomo really wanted to get one for the house. So, and we were worried and a little traumatized by the PlayStation 5 announcement and all of that thing that happened. So we basically were just like, let's just get like 2 and then we'll sell them to people we know if we end up with too many. And we ended up with 2. And then I never opened mine ever. I don't know. I never opened it because there's no reason to. And then I think maybe at some point he asked like if I'm ever going to use it because he might sell it to a coworker. And I don't know if that ever happened. So it's either been sold or I've lost it in the house somewhere. The box is somewhere. I don't know where. But I will figure it out tonight. I will figure it out. But yeah, I need to figure it out tonight because if I don't have one, I need to buy one now. Because it's about to get more expensive. Right? It's about to get more expensive. Spartan, it's worth it, I think, at this point. Yeah, I think so. I think it's worth it at this point. I'm not watching the full thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I've skipped... I've only skipped, like, one game, actually. I've only skipped one. No, it's in my house somewhere. There's places that I can check, but I was like, I'm not about to do that right now. I'm not about to do that one right now. Or I don't have it and I just got to buy a new one. Or I got to buy one. I never bought one. Raidow's challenge quest is back. Huge. If you didn't do it, Raidow's challenge quest is there. You should do that. Is the price hike everywhere, even in Canada? Actually, don't know. I also don't know where the marathon skins are. I don't know where you get them. I don't know at all. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, you say we have 3 months. There's a thing that may be before 3 months. It may be tomorrow. I don't know. It could be any time. It could be any time. It could be in 5 minutes. We don't know. We're on red alert, literally. Okay. Let's start watching. The first thing that's coming up is Onimusha.
Master the way of the sword.
It's a new trailer, so I want to watch it.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
That's gonna be
Edo-era
so
Kyoto
cool.
has been overrun by monsters known as Genma.
Actually, I don't know
Now,
if this is in the
Miyamoto
trailer.
Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry,
Yeah. Maybe it is.
deflect, and the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these
It
techniques
does look
to
decent
strike
on
down
Switch,
the enemies in your
It
path.
does. There's a couple new things.
Oni armaments
yeah.
are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen all of the Oni armaments before.
You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls
Aw,
to
shit.
intuitively slay Genma.
You could be
As
slashing with
fates
your actual
intertwine,
hand.
will you cut down those that stand in your way?
Someone bury
Onimusha,
this
Way
man.
of the Sword, launches on Nintendo
September
Switch 2,
25th.
September 25th.
Switch 2.
Pre-orders begin later today
It looks
on
good on
Nintendo
Switch, I
eShop.
thought too. It looks good.
Your unwritten epic begins.
What the hell is going on?
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
The last
You
thing
are the Arisen,
I
a
expected
hero burdened with the fate of slaying the
at a
dragon who has taken
Nintendo
your heart.
Direct.
In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down
Oh,
powerful
this
monsters
area
in this
looks
single-player
good.
action RPG adventure. From
This
a
area
fighter
looks
specializing in
good.
close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting. Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3
good.
pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory.
Oh yeah.
In a world
That looks
between
cozy
dark
as
and
hell.
light,
I'm gonna live
embark
there.
on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen.
I'm happy. Yeah. I mean, so there's... Oh, wait, hold on. There's more,
Launches
right?
on
There's more,
Nintendo
there's more.
Switch 2,
I need to add it to
October
the
9th.
list. Wait, is there more? No, it was after. I read it on the internet. Hold. Hold. Dragon's Dogma. Da 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 da. Da da da. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Also, yeah, let's bring up the game schedule. October 9th. Let's put that in here before I forget. October 9th. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. That's not bad. Not bad at all. What happened to December and January? Stranger Than Heaven launches in January. Updates to Dragon's Dogma 2 will be rolling out over the coming months on PS5, Xbox, and PC. In the lead up to Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, we'll be releasing 2 major title updates to improve and enhance the base game. The first one is literally tomorrow. Fast travel movement adjustments, additions, adjustment of options, UI improvements, pawn adjustments, reward adjustments, shop adjustments, tax adjustments, bug fixes, and more. And then end of August is performance, save system, Dragon's Plague, action, pawn, UI, enemy, bug fixes. I'm watching through here, but I'm not going to look at everything. At this point, I wasn't going to watch anything until I streamed, and I was planning on streaming at 10 a.m., but it is not currently 10 a.m. So I've seen everything. What's up, Psyche? How you doing? Well, so Capcom does this a lot, where they're like, additions. And it's like, oh, there's like 5 new quests and like 8 new monsters, by the way. So, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hot take. Screw fast travel in this game. I don't like it. You should have to get a horse taxi, and you should like it. You should have to travel on foot and get your ass beat in the open world. I think it's one of the charming things of this game. Actually, I would actually say, for me, it is the most charming part of Dragon's Dogma 2. Going out with your pawns and hearing them talk about whatever they're doing, and I'm like, this motherfucker's unhinged. We might have to throw him in the lake. What's going on? And then the sun starts to set. And then you're like, oh God, my stamina is disappearing. Oh God, there's skeletons. So you go to camp, and then you're stuck out there. You're like, I gotta camp. I gotta just try and camp. And then your camp gets attacked by ruffians in the middle of the night, and then you have to fight them. And now you're injured and you have no stamina. Your health's not coming back, and it's still nighttime, and you can't set up camp again because you don't have another camp on you. So now you got to walk to the town, but the town's really far away, and there's like 100 million skeletons. That's what makes Dragon's Dogma charming. If you could just fast travel, doesn't that just like... Well, then you don't need to deal with any of that. You just fast travel, right? You just fast travel. Sounds fun. It's fun. Yeah. What's up, Jog? How you doing? It feels like it really is Frida in the video game. And then you're like, okay, you're looking at your thing, you're like, okay, where can I catch a horse taxi to the next town? Oh, it's in 13 minutes and I gotta go over here. Okay, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna walk over there, and then I can take a horse to this town, and then I can take another horse to this other town, and then I just have to walk about 5 miles, and then I've reached my objective. I was a ranger, a hunter, or whatever. I eventually ended up being the class that you could pick like multiple classes and mixing them. Hey, Toaster. Hey, Toasty. Yeah, so there's a couple things that they put on here. Dragon's Dogma 2 presented players with a deep, explorable fantasy world. It challenged them to choose their own experience, from their arisen's appearance and vocation to their party, how to approach different situations, and more. An open-world action game that emphasized player curiosity and consequences. Betwixt the domains of human and beastren, a hero must fulfill their forgotten destiny. 'Tis a tale of one who shall slay the dragon and claim the throne. Thank you. They're like, in case you don't know what this is. And then we got a bit of an overview. This place looks sick. This place looks sick. I'm excited for this place. Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen introduces a new area in the north, the snowy, long-abandoned Norgan region. Set forth in this forsaken dominion and join forces with the enigmatic heir who seeks to unravel the secrets of the undying fallen dragon. Unearth and appraise forgotten relics to unlock powerful new weapons and skills that will aid you on your journey. So that's this. Obviously, it's going to be like a campaign around this character. What's up, Quinn? Yeah, I mean, Switch basically hasn't had a console that's been capable of having like any of these games on them. So now they can. So that's good. That's nice. Get a bunch more stuff. Wilds is coming. Onimusha is coming. Pragmata is already there. Resident Evil is there. Yeah. A lot of stuff. Yeah, I should probably finish the game, Toast. Probably a good idea. I'm like literally at the end. But then, you know what made me not... Something came out, and I knew that there was a missable thing, and it overwhelmed me about missing it, so I just never finished it. I got overwhelmed, and I was like, I'm leaving. I'm just gonna leave. Autonym, how are you? What up, homeless? I got overwhelmed. New challenges in the main area. Uncover lost rights trials laid by the Pathfinder in the form of 12 dungeon challenges spread across the existing world of Dragon's Dogma 2. Rare equipment once held by past arisen lay dormant in the depths of these freshly uncovered unique dungeons. Sharpen your skills, test your mettle, and lay claim to legendary treasures. This sounds really fun. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm excited. What's up, Bubble? How you doing? You're drinking Powerade. Nice. Powerade can be cool. More hairstyles. I like these hairstyles. I like these tattoos. They look nice. They look nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, there you go. That was Dragon's Dogma.
Otherworldly endeavors await in these games.
12
Earth
new
has been
dungeons,
driven to the
yes.
brink of annihilation by
Stellar
mysterious life
Blade's
forms
coming.
called the
I love
Netiba.
Stellar Blade.
Now,
big fan.
join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet.
12.
Engage in high-speed combat that
12.
focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then
They should
strategically
add,
deploy
like,
them to fit the situation.
Link or something. It's a Link outfit.
Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches
Stellar
on Nintendo
Blade.
Switch 2 this year. Blast off in the two-player
Orbitals!
co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave
PC
the
performance for
dangers
WoW is
ahead
already
in
really
your
good.
voyage through the stars. Two players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome
playing
the
Stellar
crisis
Blade,
of the cosmos.
like, the-
Orbitals
the
launches
new
exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, September 3rd.
Like, on Switch, I will not be playing it again on Switch. I can tell you that. If I'm going to play it again, I will be playing it on PC at 500 FPS in 4K. I will not be playing it again on Switch. Blood Rain.
Orbitals.
Blood Rain, I will be playing. By the way, September is not summer. When does summer officially end? Hold. When does summer officially end? September 22nd. September 22nd in the northern hemisphere, of course. Tuesday, September 22nd. So that is specific. Okay, yeah, you have astronomical summer, which ends with the fall equinox. Meteorological summer ends on August 31st every year. Cultural summer in the United States, summer is widely considered to end after Labor Day holiday weekend. I'm gonna go with astronomical summer. Astronomical summer. I'm going with that one. Astronomical summer sounds great. After Labor Day is dumb. Ignore that one. That's stupid. Meteorological summer is, I think that's another good one. I think that's a good one too, because that changes no, wait, that's the same. Meteorologists divide the year into 4 3-month seasons to easily track annual temperature cycles. What I like about astronomical summer is that it shifts slightly every year based on the Earth's orbit and tilt. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. Let's add another one to September. Jesus freaking Christ. God. Jesus Christ. God damn it. This is ridiculous. We're not done either, by the way. This is ridiculous. I'm really excited for Orbitals, though.
Launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, September 3rd.
I'm excited for Orbitals.
Pre-orders begin
I
later.
know that I'm going to play it offline with Tomo. I need to have another person with a Switch 2 who I can play it with. And I would love to play it with Mylan, and he's down to play it. But then we could only play, like, 2 hours a day. Which kind of sucks.
Today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain
Legends.
starts spreading corruption, it's up to
What's up,
Rayman and his
Gus? How
friends
are
to
you?
leap, glide, and punch their way through
Orbitals is
charming
gonna
and colorful
come in
worlds.
to Open Critic
Ride
at a
dragons
93.
across realms. Dive into
93.
4 new musical
93.
stages and enjoy more added content.
93.
Up to 4 players can go out
That's
on
my
a limb
guess.
in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using game share locally or online. Rayman
fun.
Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st.
We get 2 games a day in September.
It's
yeah.
a great day for a big walk.
Big Walk is on
Get lost with friends
Ethos's
in this
Fantasy
online
Critic.
co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things
This
to
would be
discover.
fun. This would be fun with friends.
Enjoy the sights and sounds
It's a
as
bit
you
more
work together to
in-depth
find your way
peek.
around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
Can anyone hear me?
And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
Thank you.
They might even
I
be
don't know, actually. Let me
little
check.
unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away,
Peak is at
or
an
steal something
83.
from a friend and kick it into the ocean.
Are we there yet?
You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part
I'm
of
looking
a
them all up.
big walk. Strolling
Why is
onto
it not just
Nintendo
giving
Switch
me
2,
the
August 4th.
freaking score?
Season the seas.
Who knows? Oh my god.
Build
Forgot
your
about
very
this.
own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew.
Honestly, I'm kind of
Cook up
down.
recipes with Sanji.
I'm kind of down to play this on my Nintendo Switch. I'll play this. I'll
Craft
play
the
it.
menu.
I'll play it. Craft a
Decorate
menu
it to your
in One
liking.
Piece.
Then
A lot
serve
of
your
them are early
customers
access, so they
as
don't get a
you
score.
run the
Peak was
restaurant.
83.
By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings.
Among Us was 80.
Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks.
Hey, Fox, happy
or
Tuesday.
whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all
It's a cooking
sorts
game,
of
but
delicious
it's,
dishes.
you know, it's in the
Spend in-game
One
money
Piece
to
universe.
change up the restaurant's interior
kind of fun.
and
I like
expand
these
it
kinda
to
games.
attract even more customers.
But there's
Over
One Piece
400
characters.
characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo
How you doing,
Switch
Fox?
2.
Hope you're doing well.
Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet.
You know what?
Sailing onto
I'm putting it on the list. October 23rd. I'm putting it on the list. October 23rd. What is it called? One Piece Grand Gourmet. That makes sense. One Piece Grand Gourmet. Well, there's 400 characters from One Piece in the game.
Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
Happy
Switch October
Tuesday.
23rd.
My mom got a Switch 2 before me. That makes sense. Nintendo is a mom company.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free
The new
update.
renders look
By
good.
using the new move Dive,
I'll have to show
you can
those.
enjoy life with Pokemon living
I can play it on
under
my
the
Steam
sea.
Deck.
Plant grass. Build structures. and
Well, there's over
expand your
1,000
towns
episodes of
underwater.
One Piece.
This free update is scheduled to release in August 2026. And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin.
Pokopia
There
went
you'll find
nuts.
new furniture, new outfits.
Went absolutely
new
nuts.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date.
It's nice to know
Look
that
out
you've
for
got
more
like,
details in the future.
you know for sure you're getting content throughout all those months. Came to see me cry? Why am I crying? Why would I be crying? Over Pokemon? Pokopia DLC! Maybe over this next one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one.
is the Dagdan Empire, a
could be this
prosperous
one.
land ruled by the gods.
I won't cry over this
The
one.
capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games,
But I am excited.
the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
The story revolves around
Oh my
four
god, the characters
heroes.
look so good.
Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen
I want
seeking
to
to
be
fulfill
Theodora.
the long-held dream of her homeland.
Yeah.
And Lita, a musician
Actually, maybe
with
I
her
wanna be
sights
Lita.
set on revenge.
I think I like Lita more.
Guide whichever character you choose to victory as
Fire
they
Emblem
weave
games
their
are
own
generally
unique
very
tale.
good. Yeah.
To me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
Yes, I love that emo.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies.
These games are only
Or travel
400
beyond
hours long.
Daxian's walls
not
to
even a
gain
big deal.
experience.
It's not even a big deal. Not a big deal at all.
How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the four main characters comes with their own special techniques.
Hell yeah.
By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Yeah.
Rejoice
You
with
gotta play.
me.
We don't have to, but
At
the idea is that you
advent
play with multiple
of the
the main
underworld.
characters, right?
You look upon the promised one, who will route you here and guide the living to
Howdy
salvation.
do.
How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
What date is that? Hmm. Interesting, interesting. This is a great idea. I think that this is a very smart business decision where we all just put our games within the span of a couple weeks. I think that's a great idea. Waves, not waves. Weave. Do I have a Switch too? Maybe. We definitely have one. I need to make sure I have one that I can plug into my computer to stream it. What's up, John Carter? How are you? I just don't know if we sold it to a friend or whatever, or if I still have it in a box somewhere. September 3rd, Orbitals. September 3rd, Blood of Dawnwalker. September 15th, Wolverine. September 17th, Fire Emblem. September 18th, Paperhead. September 24th, Control Resonance. September 24th, Silent Hill Townsfall. September 24th, Valor Mortis. September 25th, Onimusha. Valor Mortis devs do need to move the hell out of September. They gotta go. They gotta move. What's up, Creamy? How you doing? GTA should delay. Actually, GTA should come out and say, our game's actually ready ahead of time, and we're releasing September 20th. They should do that. They should do that. It would be funny. At this point, I welcome the chaos. Push it up. Honestly, even if they pushed it to any time in October, all of these games would probably move too. Yeah, this is ridiculous. September is, I mean, unfortunately, some of these games are going to not do as well because people are having to pick. There's probably at least 2 games in here. Because this isn't even all the games that are coming out in September. There's more than this. But there's probably at least 2 games in here that people are interested in. And people cannot afford or have the time to play more than 1 game in a month, usually. So, Superman! Holy 132 months? God damn. Is it homeless? Oh, Lord. Superman, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Let's take a look. Warhammer. Warhammer 40. Dawn. I don't know. There's too many games. I don't care. It's not going on the list anyway. Anyway, let's continue on. September continues to suck. What's up, Alexander? How you doing? Today is good. I'm just very tired. I'm just real tired.
ファイアーエンブレムバンシ先行の発売日
I'm
は
not against
9月
Ninja.
17日です。
Watch this.
From the creators of Vampire Survivors.
領域展開
The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble
Vampire
Survivathon.
Survivors
Cast
are
a
just
spell
making,
onto
like,
Nintendo Switch
it's
2.
Vampire
Up to
Survivors,
8
but
players can
it's
compete online for the top
insert
spot in the
something here.
Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly.
Vampire Survivors
Instead, take down
Jujutsu
enemies on
Kaisen.
your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor?
Yeah, I would
More
play
than
this.
20 characters from the Jujutsu
I'd play.
Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle
The calling
online
game,
with players
Vampire
near
Survivors.
and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon
I'd play this
launches on
game, yeah, I'd
Nintendo
play it,
Switch
especially
2
on a
this
Switch.
year.
Or my Steam Deck, if it's coming to Steam, which I'm sure it is. Did I see the last episode of Season 3 for Jujutsu Kaisen? I assume that. Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Are you up for the challenge in these games?
Okay, this is a bunch of stuff that's... This was new
Unforgiving
gameplay for
battles
Lords of the
storm
Fallen,
onto
though.
Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path.
This had some new gameplay
only
in it.
one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords
Mortal
of the
Shell
Fallen
2. When did we get?
launches on
There's
Nintendo
so many games that don't have a release date, and they're just like, Yeah, it's like 2026 and I'm like, it's June. When are we getting a release date? There's so many games that don't have a release date yet. So many.
Switch 2 this autumn.
Mortal Shell doesn't have a release date.
Enter
GTA
a
has a
darkly
release
elegant
date.
world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
Is it November 19th or
In a
whatever
city
the hell it
under
is?
siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons
These
and
games do look
prosthetic
pretty good on the
arms that allow
Switch,
you
but
to
they
swap
do
between
look like
different
ass in
abilities.
comparison.
But know
They look
this,
pretty good.
the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, August 6th.
Yeah, I think at this point, if you're not willing to put your game in like November, December, or I mean, even at this point, October is getting pretty full, then you should just probably push it to next year, man. If you what's wrong with July? What's wrong with July? What's wrong with August? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with these months. There used to be such things as your game not doing well in summer months because people would go outside. People don't go outside anymore. People don't go outside anymore. You can drop it in July and it will be fine. You'll be okay. Because let me tell you, it is better that you drop it on like August 15th or whatever than anywhere in September. Oh, I didn't put down the Attack on Titan game. What's the release date on that? Attack on Titan 3 to be announced. Oh. Kids don't play games. Kids play Roblox. We don't care what kids are doing. They ain't playing Onimusha. They ain't playing Valor Mortis. They ain't playing Silent Hill. They ain't playing Control Resonant. They ain't playing Wolverine. I mean, they might actually play Wolverine. That's ironically the one game they probably shouldn't play. I quite liked 1666. Yeah. I quite liked it. I like the vibe that they're going for. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Games are not just competing against other games. They're competing against TikTok, YouTube, algorithms. You're not just competing against other video games anymore. You're competing against Onimusha isn't just going up against Ace Combat, I played Among Us with my niece in Roblox.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles. As you
Onimusha's
fight
competing
off
with
hordes
Love
of
Island,
demons
maybe.
and epic bosses. Pull off stylish
Muhammad,
attacks,
no, it's not. It
dodges,
was gonna
and
be.
combos with your vast arsenal of weapons.
But I got
and
on
skills.
stream so late
Enjoy
that
thrilling,
it's not.
high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker
Ark,
weapons
thank
for
you
Nero
for
are
27
included.
months.
Devil May Cry 5 Devil
Welcome
Hunter
back.
Edition launches on Nintendo
Thank
Switch
you
2
so much.
June 23rd. Pre-orders
Thank you,
begin
thank
later
you.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical.
I don't know why kids aren't playing. I don't know any kids. I don't know any of them. I don't know a single child that I can speak to. But I do know data-wise, younger generations don't really consider themselves gamers. They're just Roblox players, or they play Fortnite, or they play Minecraft with their friends. They're not really gamers where they're playing like the latest Final Fantasy that's coming out, or the latest even fighting games. They're not playing any of these new games that come out. Exactly. The average gamer is 36. The average gamer is 36. So a lot of younger generations now, what they treat games as is like a social platform for them. It's a social platform. It's what are my friends playing? What can I play with my friends? What can we hang out with our friends doing? It's not so much that it's I like to play video games. It's kind of like a third space for them. And it makes sense because in a lot of places, there's not a lot of free third places that children can really hang out together. So they're hanging out in online places. It's just, that's what the data says anyway. And it makes sense. All of my younger siblings are ball and gun gamers. They grew up playing a lot of party and fighting games with me, but now they won't touch any of it. They can't get lost in a single player game. You know what? That's also could be because of attention spans too. Like, how many people do you see who are like, I hope there's no more new story games coming out. I don't want to read. I don't want to listen. I skip all the cutscenes. I just want to like hit things. But attention span is not just a problem with children. It's even worse for children. Her friends and cousins are playing Roblox. Yeah, it's a social experience. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with that. It's just, yeah, I think a lot of games that are being created right now are not necessarily being created for younger people. Unless you are creating a free-to-play co-op or multiplayer game. Then you are definitely focusing on trying to get kids interested in your game. My kid's just playing either Roblox or Minecraft. I try to influence him with my games, but he's not really interested. And this is the thing. Do you know why? If you have kids or you have like if you have nieces or nephews or younger siblings, do you know why? Because I don't know if. Yeah, I think like you guys said, even if you were to ask them why don't you want to play Resident Evil Veronica? I don't know what their answer would be. They'd be like, well, my friends are playing Roblox. Why would I play Resident Evil Code Veronica when my friends are playing? I could play Fortnite with my friends. It could definitely change as they grow up. It's not even doom and gloom. It's that the way that children see themselves is different to how maybe we saw ourselves growing up. They don't see themselves as a gamer. Like they're interested in all the new games. It's all the new, even if it was just the new Sonic or the new Spyro or the new Mario or the new Disney game. Like we were always like, interested in these new games that were coming out. They don't really see themselves as gamers. They see themselves as Roblox players. What's considered younger? I would say, so the way that the data is formed is that millennials like single player and multiplayer pretty evenly. Gen Z, it starts to skew more towards online stuff. And then Gen Alpha is like online, co-op, single player, screw you, no one cares. So maybe very, very, very young Gen Z, but mostly Gen Alpha and younger. Ultimate Blue, thank you for $5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, yeah, when we were growing up, if you're a millennial, right, you didn't have access to the platforms that a Gen Alpha kid is growing up in. Like it's just logical sense, right? Gen Alpha kids are growing up with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. They're growing up with so many different platforms that when they're looking for entertainment, gaming doesn't necessarily have to be like the main thing they're getting their entertainment for. For me, I could watch my Save the Last Dance DVD for the 18th time, or my my Robin Hood VHS tape for the 44th time, or I could play a video game. These were my choices. Or I could go outside. I go outside. But if I didn't want to go outside, I was picking between what is currently on TV, because we didn't have on demand right away back in the day. We didn't have on demand stuff. So I could watch something that we pre-recorded that was on like yesterday or something. I could watch something that's on right now. If there's nothing that's on right now, then I'm not watching TV. I could watch a movie that I've already watched, or I could play video games. I'm 28 and consider Gen Z crazy, lumping me in with the hooligans. My sisters catch up on shows and movies through TikTok. Yeah. The ones that have like 74 parts to them. Yup. I've seen those. And they've never seen it before. They're watching the movie through like all these different parts of TikTok and like talking in the comments with other people. And what does that make it? That makes it they're watching this movie in parts alongside other people, and they get to comment and re-comments and respond to comments of people who are having that experience at the same time. Like, so many things are social experiences for younger generations, because a lot of what they do online is social. It's all social stuff. It's all social things. Yeah, people don't need to look at your ID anymore really closely at all. It says 19 and they're like, okay. Yeah, like also Roblox is on, you can play it on your iPad, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on your computer. You don't need to have a console. You don't need to have any of these things. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, LRAC, it's true. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Free and accessible. They're able to build games on one singular platform. They're able to play with their friends, mostly is the main reason. Yeah. Yep. Like, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I don't think I would say it's a bad thing that you found platforms that you can like hang out with your friends on. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just it's a very different thing. It's a very different thing. So yeah, I think for a lot of people, if you're making a single player game, you're probably not making it for people that are under 20, you know? If you're making an online multiplayer game, then you're probably making for people who are 16 and under. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a game that I will not say what it is. There's a game that I signed up for a playtest for. I'm pretty sure they didn't let me in because I'm too old. They're literally looking for people who are 16 and under. They're like, yeah, we'll let you in later. We don't really care if you like it right now. If you end up liking it, great, fantastic. But we're not worried about you right now. This is early development. Do you have a niece or a nephew?
Deep in Japan's past.
No, I've never played these games.
To forge their own
But they look so cool.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja.
This one looks great.
I still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
This game looks banging. The visuals of this Switch 2 version.
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who
Also, this is the Drifter.
Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Sounds like Drifter. Sounds like Drifter. Yeah, Switch 2 is gonna get a lot of play. They got some good stuff coming. We're not the target demographic for online multiplayer games. No. Single players making a comeback. Not with younger generations, but like maybe there'll be I don't know. There'll be a study in like 10 years. It's like, oh, all of a sudden the kids are able to pay attention to a story and read. Even though they're getting dumber and they're losing media literacy and they cannot read at all. I have Arc, yeah. I have. Do I have a Switch 2? Maybe. There's one in our house. Yeah, there's one in our house.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these
I
three
will find out
Xenoblade
tonight.
Chronicles games are incoming.
Yeah, maybe when they're
All three
like
games
20,
run
they'd
at
be
60
interested.
frames per
That's
second,
possible.
with 4K resolution in TV mode or
Dude,
full
have you seen those videos of them showing like a sentence to younger people and they literally cannot read not the most basic of words, but not complicated words. It will be the word like deity. Deity will be a word, and they're like, don't know what that is. Grumpy Paws, thank you for 4 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. It's not their fault. I would never be rude or cruel to any child who is like not able to read very well. That's not their fault. There's a lot of things that society has done wrong to end up with having children be unable to read as well as generations before them. I remember seeing a video of a kid who didn't know what cartoons were but knew what TikTok was. It's not wrong, it's by design. True. A dumb population is a controllable population. My nieces and nephew that are 12, 9, and 7 don't have any of these problems. That is very good. Well, yeah, that's definitely, that's a part of it, right? Ignorance breeds hate towards other people. If you're like that's why when people go to college and they're around more people and they learn and they get smarter and stuff, there's less bigotry within those populations of people who attend college and stuff like that. The smarter you get, the less bigoted you end up being. So division and all of that stuff comes from being like uneducated and segregated and dumb. Broken Tusk, thank you for 19 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. We used to talk about what books we were reading.
D in handheld mode. In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
Again, not their fault.
Not only that,
Not their fault. No.
but you can travel on a
Xenoblade.
high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades
The guy
to
who
fight
has a
mercenary
Xenoblade
squad battles in
Chronicles
the
car
second.
in my neighborhood must be really happy
And put
right
your
now.
strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third.
He must be really happy.
There's also a variety of other content
I should
added
ask
to
if
each
he's
of the
happy.
3 games.
Next time I see his car,
More
I'll find him.
details will be revealed at a later
Did
date.
you see the new... I shouldn't say that. Of course you've seen the new Xenoblade.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today.
Yeah, it's wrapped in Xenoblade
physical
Chronicles. It
version
says
launches on
Xenoblade
July 30th.
Chronicles on the side, and then it's red
The
and it's
Nintendo
got
Switch 2
characters on it.
editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
ゼノブレイド3タイトルにスイッチ2エディションが登場します。それぞれに新たな遊びが追加されますので、ぜひご期待ください。そして新生ゼ
I
ノブ
put
レ
a
イドの物語
picture
が
in
始ま
Discord
ります。
before of the car.
今回はその序章をお届けします。
Oh my god. Every time there's like a flashbang, I realize how dirty my screen is.
源であった水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだったそして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった
この
It
剣の
looked
に恥じるよう
good.
精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させる
Visually, it
だ
looks
け
very
で
good.
そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。
I think.
これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
騎士って人殺しの職業だ。奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
I mean, we might know, but we'll see what time looks like when we're done with this stuff.
田舎貴族の限
Player
界
count
を
already peaked though, so I'm not exactly going to be adding to the
あい
number.
つ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死全てはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ始まるわよ。
Oh my god, the characters are beautiful. Yeah, they're really, really beautiful. I like them a lot.
兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。
Gorgeous.
破れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
Xenoblade Genesis. I've never really played a Xenoblade game. I've watched my mom play them.
新たに始まるゼノブレイド・ジェネシス。本作ではどのような物語が描かれるのか。
I'm skipping ahead.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
Right? It looks good. My mom doesn't have the car wrap. My mom, like, mostly what she played was like JRPGs.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy
She was a
game in
big old
HD 2D,
JRPG fan.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
So mostly, like, we wouldn't even watch
This
shows
is
in the evening. I'd
Lapis,
watch her
a
play
vast
various
world that has
JRPGs.
prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation.
These visuals are so sick, too.
Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas.
I wonder if my mom would be interested in
In
this one,
thrilling
actually.
turn-based battles,
Because she
call upon
prefers the
visions,
older...
iconic Final Fantasy heroes
She
from
prefers
other
the
worlds
older Final
to
Fantasies.
take down monsters.
Like the more traditional
Can
ones.
you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold? Final
Obsidian,
Fantasy
really?
Resonance launches on Nintendo.
Oh, shit. I'm interested in playing this. Am I interested in it? I could be. I could be. I definitely could be. I could be. What date was that? 22nd. What is it? Final Fantasy what now? Resonance. Final Fantasy Resonance. Final Fantasy Resonance. Yeah, I heard that it was like a redone mobile game, but to be offline and stuff. But it looks really good. Like visually, I think it looks really good. My mom played mostly JRPGs, Resident Evil, Tomb Raider. Those are like the big ones. Those are the big ones growing up.
Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, October 22nd.
Dragon Quest. Oh, here we go. I haven't fully watched this yet. I just know that it happened. But I didn't want to watch it until I just know that it happened. That's all I know.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Bloodshot. There's our rat bird friend.
You're finally here. Worthy spirit.
Closed network test. Summer. Okay. At this point, I hope they show nothing more. Nothing. I want that at this point. I hope that they don't show a goddamn thing, and the only time that you actually see something is in the closed network test. That's the only time you're gonna see something. Say you're awesome. What's up? How you doing? Closed network test. How do we get in? Oh God, that's a good question. That's a good question. Oh, how do we get in? Is this only for Nintendo? Yeah, you didn't know? You didn't know? This is the reason that we bought a Switch 2 when the Switch 2 first came out. Na, 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 na. That kind of sounded like Moog's theme at the beginning. Da, 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 da. What's up, Bink? I'll bring up their Twitter. It's not coming to Switch 1. I don't think.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Monsters vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
There's two games that are Switch exclusives that I'm really looking forward to, and it's Duskbloods and Orbitals, so I'm like okay now to have one. I'm okay now. Let's take a look. Duskbloods. The Duskbloods. Let's take a look-sees here. 9 hours ago, we'll read from the beginning. The moon tears will flow for one and one alone. We will be hosting a network test for the Duskbloods on Nintendo Switch 2. It's summer 2026. Follow this account for details and future updates. Transcend humanity as the Bloodsworn, wield eccentric blood powers, and experience a small part of what the Dusk battle has to offer in the Duskbloods network test. That's it. That's all you get. No, Orbitals is a Switch 2 exclusive. When are we getting a release date, dude? When are we getting a release date? I vaguely remember someone saying that there's 7. Oh, it's right there. 7. Okay. Step into this multiplayer action game as Bloodsworn. Battle against up to 7 players as you hunt to secure the mysterious first blood. The Duskblood launches exclusively, blah, blah, blah. 7. Up to 7. It seems like it's single though, right? It seems like it's like you drop in by yourself and then you go against other solo people. That's what it seems like. And then you can like group up with people in the match. It doesn't sound like you're loading in with like teams of 3, you know. The new God of War. I'm interested in it. She's got aerial combos. I'm interested. Still don't know anything about the game. We still don't know anything about the game at all. All we know is that Miyazaki is making it. He's the guy It's not a side team. And there's blood. And a first blood. And a blood moon. And a rat bird. And we're going to be able to play it, I don't know, sometime before September something. What game was that, Elden Turtle?
続いてはお宝ハントに繰り出すあのタイトルの続報です。
All right, Splatoon Raiders, Deltarune, Metaphor, Minecraft, bunch of games.
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders.
Transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
Crazy. Crazy that this was shown at the Nintendo Direct. It looks very fun. What's up, Crackno? Sora looking like just like a JRPG guy instead of a funky little guy. Well, clearly Nintendo shed out some cash dollars
いかがでしたか
for that.
次が最後のタイトルになります。
Fake
こちらの映像
Hawaiian,
を
thank you
ご
for
覧ください。
13 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yeah, no date, no like launch period, nothing.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
E3 not E3 was crazy this year. How do you guys feel about his design in this? I've seen mixed feelings. Really like it. Need to see more. It's cute. Yeah, I know you don't get to really see much. Yeah, I'd love to see more of it. This is coming out this year. Do you think they go head to head with GTA? Maybe they might. Nintendo doesn't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They don't care. Might be getting a Switch 2. Oh, this is definitely a remake. Yeah, Nintendo is just one of those companies that they're like, we don't care. Bundle it for a December release. I'd be cool with December. I'd be cool. For Dusk Bloods, Elden Ring Night Rain network test was in February of 2025, and then it launched in May, 4 months. Elden Ring's beta was November 2021, and then the game launched February 2022, 4 months. So, if we think that, I feel like Dusk Bloods is an October-ass video game. I feel like it's an October-ass video game. It looks like an October video game. So they could do the network test in July. Wait, no. They'd have to do it, like, now. Hey. See you later, you laser. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you know what? You know when I think it's gonna come out? Right there. Right there. That's when I think it's going to come out. A little bit before, a little bit after. You're all good, Elden Turtle. Right when you don't want anything to come out. I'll also feel really bad for the Phantom Blade devs. Although, it is a Switch exclusive, so... yeah. That's true, Pale Blue. That is true. That's very true. I do love playing one video game at a time. I do. I do like doing that. Yeah, no, this Nintendo Direct was good, I think. Yeah. We got another Onimusha trailer. We got the announcement of Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC. That was crazy because I didn't even think that, I mean, after the financial report came through and they said that Dragon's Dogma was one of the IPs that they want to do more with, I was like, okay. Maybe they will do a DLC, but was not expecting it to be here. Orbital's got a release date. Let's freaking go. Orbital's got a release date. It's very exciting. Fire Emblem was announced. Crazy. And a release date. Unfortunately, it's September 17th, which is some BS. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with all of these. A new Xenoblade. Final Fantasy game looks dope. Dust Bloods, we didn't know a goddamn thing about, and we still don't know anything about. And then Kingdom Hearts 4 and Legends of Zelda. Orbitals is September 3rd. Oh, excuse me. I've never played a full Fire Emblem game. Dude, all of these games, I'll play for like 70 hours and then I won't finish them. I did see that on Twitter, Terrence. I did. I think there were other trailers that I wanted to watch. Just like not from the Nintendo thing. Let me check out IGN. Hold on. Isn't Phantom Blade by Game Freak? No. I'd be down a little. Oh, I also do want to watch this. People were crying watching it. I want to watch that. Oh my god, I'm never gonna stop yawning ever in my life. I'm stuck like this forever, I think. I'm stuck like this until the end of time. This is hands-on. I'd be down to watch that. I'd be down. I'd be okay with it. Orbitals, yeah, is like a It Takes Two game, but it's old school anime. One of my highest rated games. The first game that I picked up from my fantasy critic. The first game. Damn. Prof, thank you for 70 months. Thank you for 70 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Loot Nerf, Mylan Games. He's live right now. Star Fox demo came out today? Really? Oh my god, what? Stupid Never Dies. Stupid Never. I think they had a new trailer today. No? Is it tomorrow? Hold on. The marathon guy. Our second trailer will premiere tomorrow. Never mind, that's tomorrow. My bad. I thought I read it today. No, I thought I read it yesterday. Metaphor is really good. Metaphor is really, really, really good. Really good. Super good. I might play Destiny if time looks good. If time looks good. If time looks like it's gonna be good. I never finished Metaphor, no. Those games are really hard because they never do well streaming and they're super freaking long. So the incentive to finish them on stream is really low because no one watches. And then 2, another game is for sure going to come out before you finish it. Because, I mean, look at the schedule. So, and then because now I pretty much, I'm only really gaming on stream because we stream so much. It's like, you know, it's not like I'm not going to be playing games off stream. If I'm not streaming, I'm sleeping or cleaning. Metaphor. Let's see how many hours I have. Hold on. Hold. I have 37.4 hours and I'm like, I've probably got at least 70 to go. Yeah, I'm like freaking nowhere. Enoledge, no, yeah, it's one of those games. Listen, it's the same with all of these kind of games. All of these kind of games. No one's gonna watch Mina the Hollower. People are gonna get bored of Final Fantasy as well. Same with Metaphor. Same with Persona. Same with any of those games. No one watches them. No, I won't say no one. That's not true. That's not true. Less people watch them. Which party member did I unlock latest? I think the Bunny Man. I think the Bunny Man was the last one. No, these games are great. These games are really good. These games are really good. But like that doesn't always dictate what I play. Like Final Fantasy 16 had way less viewers. It doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. But when a game is like 90 plus hours, the likelihood of me finishing it is probably very small unless it is like a Souls game. If it's a Souls game, like, let's see. What games do we have the most hours in? Obviously, if it's Monster Hunter, we'll finish that. Expedition 33, I freaking love that game. 119 hours. I'll spend 119 hours in an Expedition 33. 94 hours in Lies of P. Yeah. 78 hours in Dragon's Dogma. 76 in Neo 3. 69 in Remnant. 64 in Kazan. 59 in Wu Chang. Like, these games, because they're like perfectly aligned to what I really, really, really love, I'll play them for 300 hours if that's how long it takes me to finish the story. I did finish Rebirth, yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh, we could put this Zelda music back on. It's so nice and relaxing. So relaxing. I don't know how long Rebirth took me. Too long. Way too long. I ended up beelining. I've never done that in my entire life. I ended up beelining the rest of Rebirth. Among Us? I wonder. 48 hours. Hey, Addie, what's up? I'm looking forward to the new Castlevania, yeah. I really enjoyed Silent Hill F. I enjoyed that a lot. Rebirth. I have too many problems with Rebirth to even talk about it. I will get angry and fall asleep at the same time. Right, Ina Legend? And we both hate doing that. We don't even do that. I hate doing that. I don't have a backlog. Backlogs imply that you want to play them or finish them. I do not plan on finishing any of these games. I don't plan on finishing any of them. They're not in my list of games that I'm playing. This is the list of games that I'm playing. 007? I started getting bored. I'm not going back to 007. I experienced what I wanted to. I'm good. I'm good. I'm done. Yeah, it's just a library of games that I played. And listen, like I keep saying, I'm a very simple person. Game fun, play game. Game no fun, no play game. I'm very simple. I'm very simple. And unless you're a Souls-like, it's going to be hard for me to finish you. Especially when there's like 4 billion games coming out. Because I'm going to get bored. Not bored. Bored is the wrong word. I get disinterested and then my enjoyment drops very quickly. Like 007? Oh my god. I think that this is a really good game. This is a really, really good game. But I couldn't play another second of this game. I cannot play another second. If I have to walk and talk one more time, I will throw myself off a bridge. And it's not even a bad game. It's a good game. Have I beaten more games than I've dropped? Probably not. No. Probably not. I like to try a lot of games. Like, Directive 8020 is not my type of game. Zero Parades isn't my type of game. Lego Batman isn't my type of game. 007 First Light isn't my type of game. Mina the Hollower isn't really my type of game. It's close, but not quite. Replaced isn't my type of game. Crimson Desert isn't my type of game. So all of these games are not my type of games, but I want to try them. Because you never know when you're going to play a game that's not your type of game that you end up falling in love with. Like Silent Hill F. I like Silent Hill games, but they're not my favorite kind of games, right? Silent Hill F is one of my favorite games that I've ever played. Ever in my life. So I always want to try games, even if they're not like my perfect type of game that I know I'm gonna play. That's why I have these games highlighted, you know. These are games that I want to play and finish. The ones that are not highlighted are not games that I think I'm gonna finish. Yeah, so I never want to just say, oh, when's the next Souls-like coming out? I'm just gonna play that and nothing else. Because one of those games might be Silent Hill F. And it might be one of my favorite games ever. Didn't think I would like Rogue Trader. I love that game. Exactly. I wouldn't think that I would love Papers, Please. How many hours do I have in Papers, Please? It's a really short game. I have 17 hours in it. I keep playing this game over and over again. I wouldn't think that I would like Papers, Please at all. It's one of my favorite games ever. You know, exactly. I think, video games, I understand why people have something in their brain that's like, well, I've put 30 hours into this game. I have to finish it. I totally understand that. I can just not operate like that with a hobby, right? A hobby exists purely for my enjoyment of it, my enjoyment and my happiness. So if I am not getting pure enjoyment and happiness out of that thing anymore, then I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Because I don't care about getting achievements or adding to like a I've finished this game list. I think it's fantastic that people can have lists of stuff that they finished, but it's just, yeah, if it's my hobby. It's been my hobby my whole entire life. I play them purely to have fun. So the very moment that I'm not having fun, I'm just not playing it anymore. But people play games for different reasons. Some people are collectors. Some people are achievement hunters, and their idea of fun is pretty different because their idea of fun is completing things. Really, Russ? That's good. Yeah, Kunitsugami, another game I didn't finish. Another game I think is phenomenal. Xbox Mini Shooter, I had a blast with it. There's indie games that I've had a blast with. Dead Ass Disco, that was a dope game. Oh, I think this game... Yes. I think we can play this game now. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check my email. I think it's out, though. Bid Bood! Thank you for 106 months. You're gonna love Replaced. You're gonna love it. Can I see more recent games? Oh. Oh. Ugh. Oh, I fudged it up. I fudged it up. No, put that at the bottom. Don't recommend things to me. The vibe is very cool of mixtape. Yeah, it's good. I had a good time reminiscing about being old. TBH and JG gonna have you on Fraud Watch and say you don't beat no games. Oh, no, they will not. If you've listened to any podcast recently, all of them have said that they're not finishing any games. Like, TBH literally said like, in the most recent podcast, he's like, if you are dipping into games this year and you're not finishing them, I'm always a proponent of it is better to dip your toe into many games. If you could, obviously, not thinking about money. Money is different. If you're thinking about money, I'm not saying you should spend $70 on every game that comes out ever. But it's better to dip your toes into multiple games and maybe find something that you really love and give them a chance to shine than to pick one of these games in September. Because if all of us just pick Onimusha, the rest of these games are going to fail. And then we'll never get Wolverine 2 or another Fire Emblem or another Control Resonant game or another Silent Hill game or another Valar Mortis game. Also, I could not give a damn. I could not give a damn. People can say whatever they freaking want about me. I don't give a damn. I finish games that I enjoy. If I don't enjoy your game, I'm not finishing it. But I will try it. Every game has an opportunity to show me that I could really love it. But I'm not going to really love all of them. And if you're not a Souls-like, I'm probably really not going to. Sometimes you enjoy 7 hours of a 40-hour game, and that's fine. Yeah, like, how many hours did I end up with in Crimson Desert? I had 17 hours in Crimson Desert. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm done. 007, we got 7 hours. I'm like, I've seen enough. I enjoyed what I played. I'm starting to not enjoy it. I'm not going to play anymore. I play a lot of the Souls-likes, and I finish most of them. Not all of them, because some of them are not actual Souls-likes, but I'll always give them a go. Really, Biggs? I played Elden Ring on PlayStation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wolverine will do fine. Yeah. Exactly. So I don't do I even have Elden Ring on here? Oh, I do. 6.9 hours. 140 hours. Yeah, it's on my PlayStation. I bought it on PC. Had performance issues for Elden Ring. So then I asked for a code on PlayStation. I did the same thing for Wolong. Wolong I also played on PlayStation because I got to the second area and the game literally would just like not run. It just wasn't working. So I ended up playing it on PlayStation. My most played game on Steam is Destiny. It's like 3,000 hours. I don't know if well, could it be possible that Monster Hunter could go from 450 hours to 3,000 with the expansion? Maybe. Maybe. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. It's possible. It's possible. Because if we think about, like, we have the expansion. We're going to play a lot of the expansion. And then there's also probably going to be, like, a new announcement of a Monster Hunter. Maybe they do a Return to Wild situation. And then I'll put in another, like, this is literally just when the Return to World happened. Because I mostly just played Monster Hunter World on PlayStation. And then they were like, go play Monster Hunter World. And we were all like, okay. And that was just during that time. It's oh, you know what? It might be Guild Wars 1. It might be Guild Wars. I played Guild Wars 1 every day for like 8 hours for like 10 years. I think it might be Guild Wars 1. I don't have any data to show that, but oh my god, I played so much Guild Wars 1. It was at least 8 hours every day. A game Toast hates. He does keep uninstalling it. It's true. He does keep uninstalling it. I'd be down to give Guild Wars 3 a try, actually. I would be down. I'd be down to give Guild Wars 3 a try. When it comes out. Reminisce on the olden times. Although I played Guild Wars 2, but I ended up bouncing off of it. How do I see how big is the file? Oh. Yeah, no, that's pretty big. What if you get rid of the high resolution texture pack? I've dabbled with Final Fantasy 14. 78 maybe, because it like doubles it, right? I've dabbled with 14. I don't like the combat. I mean, I stopped playing Guild Wars 2 because I preferred Guild Wars 1 PvP. I was a Heroes Ascent gamer. I just played Heroes Ascent all day. That's all I did unless my group wasn't on, and then we played Arena for the 4v4 Arena mode. I love Heroes Ascent. Heroes Ascent is so good. I was an interrupt ranger and interrupt mesmer. It was my job to interrupt things. That's all I did. Was interrupt monks and ritualists when they were trying to do stuff. Ow. How I should play the third Final Fantasy VII game. It's coming out day 1 on everything now. Oh, PC baby, please. Factions was really... I loved Factions. I loved Factions. There's a monk spell that I forgot that I think it's like 0.3 seconds for them, or 0.4 seconds for them to do it. You had to try and interrupt that. You basically, at that point, with it like with 0.4 seconds that you have to interrupt, you kind of had to socially engineer when they were going to do it. It was extremely difficult to react to. You had to kind of guess. You had to kind of guess when they were going to do that one. The others you could interrupt totally fine. Yeah, exactly, Bood. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was literally called, wasn't it called, no, was Protect the super fast one? Don't remember. Heal was a really long one. That was a super long time to do heal. Yep, I was the interrupter. That was fun. Yep, your job is just to be annoying. Do you want to look at the kit for Locke? I'm so down. Hold. The PvP was so good. That was another game, actually, where I only did PvE to get cool looking stuff for PvP. And then Guild Wars 2 came out. I didn't get as into the PvP. I stopped playing it. It's a tale as old as time for me with MMO type games. Lock Champion Spotlight, thank you. I didn't get into WoW. No, I was a Guild Wars. I was a Guild Wars guy.
After years of intense occult training, Locke became an expert at tracking down monsters and purging their evil without hesitation. Fearless in the face of danger, with no tolerance for the guilty, Locke is on a mission to make the world a more honest place, one exorcism at a time. In-game, Locke is an AP assassin who turns early skirmishes into major advantages, snowballing into a devastating weapon against squishy enemy targets. It's time to lock in, mid laners. Welcome to the Lock.
I will, John. Go ahead.
Lock Champion Spotlight.
That pun was illegal.
let's start with Locke's passive Silver
You are
Stake,
doomed.
which empowers his auto attacks with bonus damage on hit.
You are
Silver
doomed.
Stake's damage increases based on the enemy's missing health, enabling him to deal more damage to weakened foes. Locke's Q is Ritual Nails. He throws a nail.
He looks like Nanami, but he has Nobara's kit. Yeah. He's Jujutsu Kaisen ripoff, that's what I say. He is. Hey, Little Boots, what's up? That animation was so good.
Forward, damaging, marking, and slowing all enemies hit. He can recast this ability twice more before going on cooldown, with the slow improving on enemies with more marks. Attacking a
that's
marked
a
enemy
big slow.
consumes the Ritual Nails, dealing significant damage per stack. Ritual Nails pierce, allowing you to get stacks on multiple enemies simultaneously. Be sure to aim them properly to maximize your damage. Next up is Locke's W, Soul Ignition, which increases his movement speed, decaying over a few seconds. While active, Locke suffers true damage based on his current health every second. When the ability ends or is recast, Locke heals based on the champion damage taken, including self-damage, his missing health, and how long the ability was active. Soul Ignition can be recast while crowd control, so even if you're out of other options, make sure to heal back up before your opponent sends you to an early grave. Every assassin needs a way to stick to their target. Locke's E, Ashen Pursuit, lets him blink, dealing damage around him upon arrival. After casting, Locke's next attack will trigger a dash toward his target, damaging all enemies in his
Wait, what?
path.
Wait,
After
hold on.
casting,
What was
Locke's next
what's
Ashen
going on with the
Pursuit
E?
lets him blink, dealing damage around him upon arrival.
I stopped
After
paying
casting,
attention.
Locke's next attack will trigger a dash toward his target, damaging all enemies in his path. Ashen Pursuit also consumes Ritual Nail stacks, just as basic attacks would. Ashen Pursuit's dash is a fixed distance, so keep your positioning in mind when hunting down your foes.
you
Whenever
can't go
Locke
that well.
secures a takedown, Ashen Pursuit's cooldown resets, allowing you to keep staking your claim across the enemy backline.
He's got resets.
Finally, Locke's ultimate is Purgatory. He throws his totem, which fires out to damage and slow enemies in that area. The totem stays open for several seconds. During that period, afflicted champions are executed if they drop below the health threshold, whereupon their souls are pulled inside the totem. If any souls were trapped, the totem seals itself and remains where it was thrown at the end of its duration. Locke can pick it up to partially refund Purgatory's cooldown and gain a permanent bonus for each afflicted champion who was killed. Purgatory's debuff is time-based, not distance-based. Run as far as you want, but if you're brought low while the totem is active, there is no escape. Fun fact, abilities like Yasuo's Wind Wall can't block the incoming totem toss, but they can interact with the missile it throws upon landing. Just a little detail that'll help you nail down players who don't know any better. You're welcome. Locke needs to be aggressive early and often to become a major threat.
Yeah.
Look for opportunities to secure 3 Ritual Nail stacks and massively slow the enemy lane, especially if they're
We'll see if they
overextended in the
change him
laning
before
phase.
they release him.
Time your Ashen Pursuit dash to cut off your escape
They
route.
might.
Soul Ignition allows Locke to go all in on high-stakes plays. Use W to gain the movement speed needed to tower dive. Stay in the fight as long as you can, and recast the ability just in time to heal back up and survive the encounter. Early in the game, Locke has the damage and mobility he needs to take punishing trades against tankier champions. But Locke's damage doesn't scale off max health, so defensive items in the mid to late game can greatly hinder his kill potential. Use Purgatory and Ashen Pursuit resets to chain kills off their squishier teammates before taking them on. Like most assassins, Locke is relatively fragile
Look, it's
and weak to
me.
crowd control. Coordinated ganks can punish his early aggression, and he'll struggle to get value from Ritual Nails if you approach him from different angles. However, if you leave Locke unmarked or take unnecessary risks in the laning phase, you'll have a hellish
Oh
game
my
ahead.
lord.
If you love AP assassins or thrilling snowball champions like
There you go. That's that guy. That's that guy. I have heard of Starforge. I think generally they're pretty good. But with all like pre-made versus make your own PC stuff, I think it's just like if you're comfortable building your own PC, then it's probably just better to do that. But if you're not, then I feel like a lot of the oh, that was a tease for his high noon thing. I feel like a lot of the companies are pretty equal.
Exercise your inner and outer demons in style with Locke the Ashen Exorcist.
Was it Thresh? Zaibatsu, or was it something else? Pretty good. I like his pink glasses, though. They are good because they list all the parts you will get in your pre-build. Oh, do they? That is nice. Oh, the summer skins. I did see them already, yeah. Thresh looked really good, though. I think Thresh looked really good. Ba, ba, ba. Let's watch this. Destiny 2, the collection. I wish League wasn't my most played game. That's so embarrassing. I don't know how many hours I have on League, but it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be really, really up there.
Our final chance at freedom lies on that field. The Witness started this war long ago. But now, we end it.
What's my level? I don't know, actually. $600 or something? Maybe? Oh, sorry, it doesn't let you post links, boo. No, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize.
For our fire team. All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
After all we've seen, all we've lost, I'm asking you to rise.
You know what annoys me? Is that this is the best way for you to play Destiny. The best way that's ever been for you to play Destiny. Because you can buy all of this for like, what is it, like 60 something? Destiny 2, the collection? No? I can't find it. But this is the best way for you to ever have played Destiny ever in the history of mankind. Because you get 5 expansions, 4 content packs, 10 dungeons, 7 raids, 4 reward passes. And they're doing it when the game is coming to an end. How often have we said you need to just put everything in one pack? Every time you release a new expansion, you gotta just bundle everything together. You gotta bundle everything together. Like, new expansion comes out, here's the collection. It's gonna get you caught up with everything that's in the game up until now. You're good to go. Buy this, you're good to go. That's it. But they never did that. You just played the Onimusha demo. Let's go. Onimusha demo. Onimusha is so good. So good. I can't find it. Maybe if I go in here, I'll find it. Aha! It's $67.98. I just own everything except the last year of stuff. I don't have Renegades or Edge of Fate because I never played it. But yeah, it's $67.98. I mean, that's less than your average AAA game right now. And you get everything. Cal, I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. the whole bundle is currently on sale for $25. I mean, it says right there that it's $67.98. For me, it's $16.98 because I don't have these three things. Mine says like 95 reduced to 20. Oh, is it? I guess I'll never be able to know unless I have an account I'm not logged into. Yours is the same price. Woo woo. Woo woo. Well, this is... Well, yeah, no, I guess because you would add all of this up, right? Yeah, you would add this up. Yeah. So these things are 95% off on sale. And then this Final Shape is 90, Edge of Fate is 80, Renegades is 70, and then the dungeon stuff is free. My most anticipated game of the year for games that are left. Oh, I can get rid of this. And that. Look at us go. Probably Beast of Reincarnation. I think Beast of Reincarnation edges out the others. And I think the reason is because I feel like I kind of know what to expect with Phantom Blade Zero. I think it's gonna be really good, but I think I kind of know what to expect. Onimusha, I know what to expect. Beast of Reincarnation is doing something a little bit different, and that intrigues me. 25.63. Damn, that's nice. Yeah, Neo 3 is still my game of the year. Mortal Shell 2 is really up there too, yeah. Isn't it being developed by the same people that make Pokemon? Yes and no. It's kind of like if... It's kind of like Destiny Rising. There's people at Bungie who helped to make sure that Destiny Rising is doing the stuff that they need to be doing. But it ain't being developed by Bungie. The vast majority of the actual developers who are working on Beast of Reincarnation, I think it's a Korean studio, right? Hold on. Developers. Because in one of the trailers, they put both of the companies. Oh, here we go. Wait. Publishers Fictions. I think that's the studio. I don't know. But anyway, Game Freak are, yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's like that they're producing it. They're producing it, they're helping out a little bit, but the actual dev team is no one at Game Freak. No one at Game Freak is actually developing the video game. Oh, here we go. Maybe this tells us. Game Freak project. The bulk of developers are made outside of Game Freak, consisting of people likely formed by Fictions Inc. That's what I thought. Yeah. While the main lead of people in charge of the world building, art direction, and game director, and basically entire lead of the project are people at Game Freak, most of the bulk developers, programmers, technical artists, debug team outside of Game Freak, mainline Pokemon games are all done by Game Freak. Yeah, Koei Tecmo made Pokopia. Hey. What's up, Supreme? How you doing? How are you doing? I'm very, very excited. Oh yeah, this was one of the stories that happened. Game Freak's relatively small internal team is supported by several dozen development partners outside of Game Freak. Yeah. Dun, dun. I want to redo the Cade missions right before servers are brought down. I mean, I feel like that's not going to be for probably like 20 years or something. Yeah, Beast of Reincarnation looks like it was crafted for me specifically. The outrage on Blood Rain. There are some images where I think the character does look very, very, very young within the trailer. But then there's other parts of the trailer where I think she just looks like a, I don't know, a early 20s little girl. So my thought, here's my thoughts on Blood Rain. The combat looks freaking sick, and I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. That's my thought about Blood Rain. Yeah, Beast of Reincarnation is doing a mixture of like live combat parrying while also like Final Fantasy VII remake type combat. This is only the things that I'm interested in playing, by the way. This isn't all the releases. This exists purely for this. The whole document is just for people to look at and go, oh, you're interested in this game. There's not going to be any new content updates for Destiny 2. The servers, as far as we know, will never be shut down unless Sony and or Bungie die forever. Bagel, not much has happened. No, there was stuff. Dustbloods was like, hey, we exist. There's no gameplay. There's no information, but there will be a playtest sometime in summer. Closed. Network test sometime in summer. Closed. Closed only. Dragon's Dogma 2 expansion is huge. Very exciting. I put that in there. Lots of JRPGs. We added 2 games to our September list. Would I play a GTA Souls-like? What even is that? What even is that? I don't think I did, Enaledge. Hold on. That's probably not going to be a good idea. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Aha! Here we go. I think I've watched some of them, but we'll just look at all of them. We'll just take a look at all of them. There's a GTA Control-like. I don't like Control.
Lovely day. Now our performance begins. Go forth, ensorcelled blades. Pierce our foes. My darling, show them your
But I'm
splendor.
very excited for Control Resonant. That's my kind of game.
I've got you. Slaughter them, demon spear.
She's gonna be nuts.
You shan't falter here.
Appreciate it, Maggie.
Let us proceed with due care.
She's gonna be nuts.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, yeah!
When Vale and Wolf hunt as a pack.
This is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. The expansion's coming out in July.
Legends of Pure. Symphony Superior. Grand Blue Fantasy
The highlighted games are games that I plan on when I do play them, that I'm going to play them a lot or finish them. I say a lot because like Castlevania, I don't know if I'll finish this, but I do want to put a good amount of time into it. But Orbitals I want to finish, Control Resonant I want to finish, Silent Hill Townsfall I want to finish, Valor Mortis I want to finish, Onimusha I want to finish, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen I want to finish, Phantom Blazer I want to finish, Dust Bloods. This is incorrectly highlighted. I will fix that eventually. Beast of Reincarnation. But replaced, Pragmata, Sorrows, Monster Hunter Stories, Resident Evil, Neo. Yeah. Wolverine isn't highlighted because I don't care about Wolverine. Blood of Dawnwalker isn't highlighted because I don't care about these kind of games. It doesn't mean I won't play them, but I'm not going into them expecting to be totally in love with them and finish them. That's all that it is. King Code, it's rough, man. It's rough. RPG branching dialogue games. Shitty combat games. Yeah. No hate to The Witcher. Just not my vibe when it comes to combat. I don't really, and I'm not super into vampires. It's not like if there was a Blood of Dawnwalker, but it was like but it was a yokai. Blood of Yokai. Yokai of Dawn. Then I'd be way more into that than this Western vampire thing. And with these kind of games, I think you got to be really, really, really into you got to be really into the setting of the game, or it's just not going to hit as hard for you, I think. Generally. Got to do it for your fantasy critic. Wolverine, I don't really like Sony games. I don't like them that much. Don't really like them. They tend to play out in a way that I don't find very fun. And I think that this is another one. If you had a Sony game that was... a Sony game that was... Who do I care about in media? I don't think I care about anybody. Apothecary Diaries? Maybe? If we had a Sony Apothecary Diaries game? Maybe? Maybe? I'd be into that. But I really don't care about Marvel or X-Men, like, not even a little bit. I do not care about superhero stuff at all. Again, doesn't mean that I won't play Wolverine and go, this is fire. I freaking love this game. It just means that as the premise of being Wolverine, it doesn't get me excited. A Detective Apothecary Diaries game. Yes. Yes. Combat. The combat tends to be pretty good in Sony games, actually. They just, when I'm playing them, they like to interrupt the combat with walking and talking and scripted ass stuff that happens. And like, I don't really, witnessing something cool happen on the screen that I have no control over is just, I just don't really get excited about that. It's just not, it's not as exciting. But if I am doing cool ass stuff in the video game, that's super exciting. Yeah. So I know that they're really good. They're really, really good. I think it's just because of the type of games that they do that are, I mean, they really want you to feel like Wolverine and feel like Spider-Man or whatever. I think being into the property is kind of an important part of your enjoyment of it. Like, so if you have zero interest in any of it, it's like you might not like it as much. Black Panther or Storm Marvel game. No, Witchers is a good game. Yeah, Stellar Blade isn't a Sony game though. I mean, I know, right? Like right. When I say Sony games, I mean, yeah, I mean like Sony studio games. Yeah. It just needs to be interesting. But this is the thing. I'm not interested in James Bond. I'm not interested in Marvel. I'm not interested in Spider-Man. I'm not interested in any of these things. Unfortunately, a lot of the things coming out in the early part of the year has been stuff that I'm just not interested in. Stuff I'm just not interested in. The latter half of the year is stuff that I'm very interested in. Astrobot is cool. It's fine. It reminds me of old games that you maybe fell in love with as a kid, and that's good. It has its place. It's a good game. I don't really care about it. What's up, Pepper? How you doing? Guys, I'm not kidding. I just care about Souls games. That's all I want to play. If your combat is not banging and I can't read your lore and I have to sit there and watch you walk at the speed of a snail to get your story, I am less interested in your game. Point blank, period. I'm less interested. I want to play the game. I don't want to sit here and slowly walk. Oh, let's go. We're getting some and we're slowly walking again. Let's go. Oh, I got to do a puzzle now for some reason. There's hardly any Souls-likes that are coming out, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't like the way AI Limit felt in the demo. There was a lot of things that I really, really didn't like that it was doing. But I could have given it another try, for sure. Just the demo, I thought it really didn't feel very good. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of an asshole when it comes to combat. When is Mortal Shell 2? We don't have a release date. It's because people don't know what Souls games are. Because they're Wukong enjoyers, so you can't blame them.
You impressed?
This is Frau? What about Liza P?
You impressed?
I want to play her.
Thought you might be. Let's tango.
Yeah, she's sick as hell. Oh yeah.
This should do. Sweet dreams.
Fare thee well.
I'll deal with these pests.
The nightmare beckons.
Yeah, she looks cool. She looks cool.
Okay, let's do it. On it. Lay it on him.
Was that a counter?
You kick ass, Captain.
I always got your back.
Devil. Time to heat things up.
She's
Taste
got
our
devils in her
power.
pants. Devil demons.
Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
She's got
Endless Ragnarok.
devil demons in her pants. She's up there for, yeah, I saw that bagel. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I understand why people get, like, wouldn't want to play a Souls like all the time and would love to play something like James Bond, right? Or Wolverine. Because like those games, I guess, are pretty exhausting for a lot of people. They are my comfort games. They are like, if I was to make a comfy gaming channel, I would just play Dark Souls 1 over and over again. That's all it would. That'd be my cozy gaming. They make me so happy. They fill me with such joy, and I get an overwhelming. You know, like when you when it's cold outside and you come inside and you got the fire on and you're eating a delicious warm chili or a soup. That's me with Souls-like games. That's what they feel like to me. And 2 dogs to cuddle and some hot chocolate. Hey, Hale, how you finding it? You having a good time? Yeah, keep the good Souls-likes coming. Yeah. Mortal Shell is great. I think Lords of the Fallen, it might be good. I don't know. I may enjoy the meal while going, bleh, stinky CEO. It's possible. It's possible.
The one, the only.
It's probably also why I like Marathon. And it's probably why all of my Souls gaming friends like Marathon. Because they read that juicy-ass lore. And they receive punishment. And they go, ooh. Oh, yeah. We talked about Final Fantasy Resonant, but IGN has a hands-on video that I want to look at. Does Mortal Shell 2 feel like Bloodborne? No. No.
As destructive as ever.
Storming death.
I wouldn't say so. He is very flashy. This is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. If you don't know about this game, I wasn't going to play this game when it first came out. It came out in 2024. 2024. Jesus. I wasn't gonna play it, but then all of my Monster Hunter friends was like, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is actually kind of like a Monster Hunter-esque game. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like a single player JRPG action game. What do you mean by that? And no, they were right. They're right. Yep, because it's got 4-player co-op where you pick you pick a boss that you go and fight, and you break parts off it, and you pick the parts off of them to upgrade armor and weapons and make builds. I was like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It is kind of like that. It is kind of like that. It's Monster Hunter coded. Yeah, it's Monster Hunter coded. It's not exactly like it, of course. But Monster Hunter Wilds haha! Wish list. Hell yeah. Yes, that's why I started. That's why I played it, and I really like it. Like, the combat is really fun. The combat is genuinely super freaking fun.
Over so soon?
Twain.
No prey can run from this huntress.
Oh lord.
Wipe them out.
Oh my god.
You won't outrun my arrows. No mercy.
Damn.
From every
She got flying shoes on. Twain.
Good work, Sovon. No notes.
Right back at you, Twain.
Twain. You gotta have a little slang, a little twang in it.
I knew I could count on
Twang.
you, Captain.
They uploaded this 3 weeks ago.
Always got your back. You're finished. I'll pierce your heart. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Endless Ragnarok.
A little twang in your twine. Sandolphin. Oh yeah, Beatrix is coming. Yeah, everyone loves her.
Mission successful.
We gotta tell Rockstar to cancel GTA 6. We're good. We've got Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC.
Down. Come on. It's over. Evra, awaken.
Too many games. There's also too many games next year already, by the way. Specifically in February/March. It's gonna be a bad time. I mean, a great time, but like a bad time.
Going in.
We should name that attack. Any ideas?
Just focus on the battle.
Emperor Sword! Devour Destiny! Immortal Assault!
God damn, Beatrix, calm down.
Endless.
Calm down. These ones are like the other characters that are in the game. I think they might just wait for us to play the closed network test. And you know, at this point, I'm kind of down for them to just let us not know anything about Dustbloods and just go, guess you'll find out. Guess you'll find out. Yeah, the first quarter, we've got Stranger Than Heaven with a release date. Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance, I would expect to be in February, March time. Wolong 2 is probably going to be February, March time. What else do we have already? We have I haven't even made the list. I've seen things be announced and I'm like, I will worry about this in December. Fable. You're right. Fable is also February. Uh-oh. Yeah, Fable. Fable is February. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I wanted to look at the hands-on preview. Persona 4 Revival is also February. I think we'll start getting more news about Tides of Annihilation maybe towards, like, the Game Awards, honestly. Tomb Raider is also February. That's next year's problem. When I put my list together, I will forget about it until we put our list together, like this one, and then I will worry about it. But I can't play games quickly. If I really love a game, I'm not going to play it quickly. I might as well not play it. When are the Game Awards? Like December. Late November, December. I need to be right back really quick, but I'm going to listen to this on me phone because I'm very curious about this.
There, that got me.
A turn-based HD 2D Final Fantasy, huh? It's hard to believe it's real. As someone who grew up on old-school Final Fantasy games and JRPGs, it's hard to believe I was able to play Final Fantasy Resonance for about 3 hours at Square Enix as part of an IGN exclusive. From the struggles of finishing Final Fantasy 4 and 6 when I was just 5 years old, to the hundreds of hours I continued to happily invest in Final Fantasy 14 and everything in between, the series continues to help shape me. So to see it kind of horseshoe back around to its origins here in 2026 with turn-based combat and expressive pixel art for a full traditional style RPG, it's wild to see. I have a ton of details to break down, but I'll preface this by saying in a year packed with promising games, Final Fantasy Resonance is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Let's do this thing! March of the Machines! Break a leg!
To set things up a bit, Resonance is an adaptation of Brave Exvius, the Final Fantasy mobile game that shuttered in 2025, which had a 10-year run. Now you might be thinking, this is like how Octopath Traveler 0 was a revamp of the mobile game Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. However, Resonance is a lot different. This is not a port or even a remake of Brave Exvius, rather it serves as the narrative foundation with a whole new combat system and overworld. Its story has been tuned for a traditional RPG that's informed by Brave Exvius with everything else built from the ground up. It's got airships, chocobos, the summons you know and love, and an HD 2D art style that's more detailed than what we've seen before. Resonance follows the main protagonist, Rain, a good-natured knight from the kingdom of Grandshelt who has a complicated relationship with his father who is also the king. And early on, his group of friends joined the fight to protect the world's magic crystals from being destroyed by a big bad villain named Veritas of the Dark. This group includes characters like Laswell, a no-nonsense knight, and Rain's childhood best friend, Lyd, who's an aspiring master engineer following the footsteps of every Cid before her, and Fina, an amnesiac who's a summoner tied to the crystals that preserve the world. It's got some real Final Fantasy setup going on here, and if you've played Brave Exvius, then this will all sound familiar. In the demo I played, I got to explore a bit of the overworld, which is split into multiple continents.
Bella is chasing me and yelling at me. Anyway.
It's divided by water. I got to visit the town of Dwarves Forge, where we're greeted by a hearty lolly ho from every dwarf there. And I got to complete a full story dungeon along with a
I thought he said I was greeted by a rowdy lolly or something. I'm like, what? What happened?
Big boss fight. It does seem like a more lighthearted and colorful adventure off the bat, and the more playful voice acting also supports this notion of a brighter kind of drama. It also reminds me of the recent Dragon Quest remakes in HD 2D in terms of tone. Resonance plays up its goofy side quite a bit, although like all things Final Fantasy, I'm sure it has a darker side right around the corner.
Probably.
The dungeon I completed had me tracking down Borin, a master engineer who Lyd has an affinity for, since he's gone missing from Dwarves Forge. The dwarves say he's been kidnapped, and you already know he's being taken for his talents and being coerced.
Pretty much radical. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I thought he said a lolly ho! What do you mean a lolly ho greeted you? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? But yeah, it's basically the mobile game that is no longer available, taken offline and made into a... I mean, obviously it looks different, but yeah.
To do some mysterious evil deeds. This leads you into the overworld and eventually the Mobiliz shipyard, a maze-like dungeon that has some light puzzles, story cutscenes, a timed escape sequence, and a sick boss fight against a mechanized drill while riding on a speeding freight train.
Got their weakness.
Yeah, it looks good.
Even though this is all early on in the story, I still got to see the depths of the combat system itself. Resonance does not use an ATB system, and instead opts for a straight turn order displayed at the top of the screen. Enemies have a stagger meter that builds with each hit, and they take on more stagger damage when you hit their elemental weakness.
Bingo!
It's kind of like a turn-based twist on what we've seen in Final Fantasy XIII or 7 Remake. Elemental affinities are a huge part of combat, so having the breadth of elements covered in your party composition is important. But you're not just swapping in the right party members to cover this. Instead, you have what are called visions. You can think of these as personas from the Persona series or JoJo stands that each character can equip, all of which come with their own skill set to bring additional powers to each party member.
Nice.
While many of the visions are original characters, one of the big appeals of Brave Exvius and ostensibly Resonance is that each mainline entry in Final Fantasy is represented by a star character who shows up as an equipable vision.
That is cool!
For example, Y'shtola from Final Fantasy XIV is a vision who brings water and healing spells, while Cloud from Final Fantasy VII comes with a variety of thunder spells and hard-hitting physical attacks. They do not replace the movesets of party members who have them equipped, and instead add depth to what they're already capable of. So, in a battle, you should be aiming to stagger enemies because party members who stagger an enemy are granted an extra turn in a bonus phase. And if you stagger all the enemies, you then call upon one of the 4 visions equipped in your party to do an all-out attack style resonance attack to inflict a ton of damage or bring some much-needed support in tough situations. When you line up all the right spells and attacks along with staggering enemies and calling upon visions, battles can then snowball into a relentless series of big damage numbers flying off.
Jesus Christ.
Calling upon visions is accompanied by these bespoke CGI cuts, kind of like the animations that play when using summons in older Final Fantasies, but I find them kind of awkward. Not because I don't think they look cool, but it creates this weird uncanny valley between sudden CGI cinematics playing and the amazing pixel art of the actual game. It feels out of place, but it's one of those things where you watch it the first few times and ultimately skip every time afterward. However, the actual pixel art for Visions is fantastic. Seeing their ethereal presence backing up each party member looks pretty sick, but also their in-engine animations bring them to life in a new way that you didn't get in their original games. In addition to Y'shtola and Cloud, I saw the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy I, Terra from Final Fantasy VI, and Shantoto from Final Fantasy XI. And I can't wait to see the rest of the series' stars manifest as Visions in Resonance.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'd be
Another
fun.
interesting twist to combat is that Fina is a true summoner, the only one who can call upon espers to come into battle, making her a truly unique party member. While I was only able to use Siren from the start, the songstress who can heal and support like no other, I also got to recruit the lightning god Ramu. In Resonance, you unlock new espers by finding them in optional dungeons and fighting them in a tough boss battle,
That is
like you
fun.
see here, me fighting Ramu. They're tucked away in
I'm always a
corners
big
in the
fan of that.
overworld, and it's one of the ways it taps into that old school exploration. You'll want to do this not just because they look cool in combat, but because they deepen Fina's capabilities and can turn the tide when called into battle. The same goes for the visions from Final Fantasy's Legacy. You'll find these shrines in the overworld and are treated to this
guys, we're
dreamlike
getting
montage of
flashbanged
scenes
real
from the
hard.
very Final Fantasy that vision is from. You're then asked to answer a series of questions related to the story of that character and their game before unlocking them as this kind of ode to the series. I'm not entirely sure how the answers affect things, but it's a neat little quiz that contextualizes your answers to test your memory of the series.
Oh,
but beware
brother,
of
I don't
spoilers
remember
if you
anything.
haven't played them, since they summarize the story and show scenes from those games.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of
That
this
might
game
jog my
revolves
memory.
around visions and strategically equipping them for battle. Each one levels up individually the more you use them and have progression tracks to unlock additional spells, attacks, and passive buffs. While every vision can be attached to any
looks
party
fun.
member, there's some clear advantages to finding a good pairing that can complement a character's core abilities. A lot of these mechanics sound familiar, but if there's one entry to point to as inspiration, it's Final Fantasy V. In an interview I did with producer Keisuke Nakashima and director Hiroto Furuya, which you can read on IGN.com, they frequently pointed to Final Fantasy V as one of their personal favorites and how much they loved its job system. These games share a level of flexibility that I really enjoy in RPGs, and I hope this leads to a deeper experience that evolves beyond simply accounting for elemental affinities.
Yeah, it's the same ones.
Now,
from the
as I
mobile
said at the
games,
top,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy
can,
Resonance
Cassius.
more than anything else this year so far.
Oh.
Not because I'm convinced that it lives up to the legacy, but because it's a fascinating move that many of us have been looking for. A turn-based Final Fantasy with slick HD 2D stylings. It's even got music with classic Final Fantasy leitmotifs and the whole Brave Exvius soundtrack, along with 33 new songs as well. Octopath Traveler has more or less taken up the mantle as the modern classic RPG, and if you know me, you know that I won't shut up about how much I adore Octopath 2 and Octopath 0. The Final Fantasy name comes with certain expectations, however, and not that I'm expecting it to hit me emotionally like Octopath or the mainline Final Fantasy games, but this idea of adapting stories from
was
mobile
made for
games
us
to a
olds, it's
traditional
true.
format is so smart in preserving
wrong.
these stories and bringing them to an audience that wouldn't have experienced them otherwise. I mean, I'm devastated at the thought that I could have missed out on the story of Octopath 0, and maybe Nier Reincarnation is due for the same treatment.
This looks good.
Well,
But hey, for now, Final Fantasy Resonance seems to be doing something that the series has needed for a while. It's got the sauce from the 3 hours I played, and I can't
got
wait to play
sauce.
more when it launches on October 22nd this year for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch 1 and 2.
Nice. This guy seems like he knows his stuff with these kind of games.
Infinity
I appreciate that. Ba-ba-ba-do.
For more on Final Fantasy Resonance,
You know what game I think I haven't added to the list? I don't think I added this one. This is literally this month, June 18th. June 18th. Is anyone playing NBA The Run? But the Adventures of I can't put down all of that. I can't do all that. That's what the Adventures of Elliot. That's good enough. Fans have already brought back Nearing. I haven't heard that story. No. I plan on playing this game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna check it out.
You want to live, right?
There are
I'm
still
gonna check it out.
things I must do. Please bring me back
The
to
demos
life.
sold me. Flashback to the future.
Elliot and the Fairy Fae adventure across Philadelphia,
Man, I really do love this
traveling
style
through
of game.
4 ages,
It's so
spanning 1,000
It's no
years,
Street 2,
to
but it's
lift a
cool.
curse on
Okay.
Princess Huria.
I've heard good things about it.
Elliot's home time, the age of safekeeping.
But the
This
kingdom
is
is utterly
out
dependent on the princess and her
next
spell
week.
of safekeeping now.
Next Thursday.
It is true that she bears a heavy burden.
The
the age of reconstruction, when humans cower in the shadows of ruin.
People didn't just lose magic, but their will, too. I want the world to prosper again.
Humanity's height of prosperity in the age of magic.
This is Wayzen, the nation
Oh, that
of
reminds
magic.
me. I think
Magical research is the backbone of the society.
we can apply for a
All
code,
the more
and I
reason
forgot.
it must be done right. In the age of budding, the birth of human civilization.
I want only peaceful coexistence. I have never sought power.
I need to take a quick look at my fantasy critic. I need to take a quick look.
Philadelphia's history.
And June is
woven
pretty
by the
open. If you're
emotions of
releasing a
its
game in
inhabitants.
June,
Those
I
emotions
might give your
at
game a
times
try.
hope for the future. At times, the world's downfall.
I give it a go.
Envelop all those in it.
Yeah, it looks great. June 18th is a reasonable time to release your video game. Oh, when is Echoes coming out? Is that July? July 9th. Do I have that down? July 9th. Oh, right, it's the same day as right. Right. That's why it's not. I'll put it down though. July 9th. Echoes of Einkrad. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. Something like that. What time is it? We could do a little bit of sparrow racing. I'd be down. It looks like let's take a look. Looks like the player count for Destiny is going up again. So we could add our little blip into it. Let me take a look at the Fantasy Critic real quick. Dragon's Dogma 2 patch notes? Where? Are they in here? Dragon's Dogma 2. Or maybe just on the website. Do I have my game? I don't have my game yet. Oh, it's on Twitter. Okay, perfect. I can find that. My current bids. Bids happen in 3 days. Okay. Miss Mystic Magic. Thank you for 28 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Demo for Adventures of Elliot is very good, but the companion is way too chatty. Like she's what TBH thinks Atreus is like. Free title update arrives for Dragon's Dogma 2. First update is available now. Oh. God damn it. Oh. Hold. I can't read that. Take all the cookies. All the cookies. That's fine. Let's zoom in. The Eternal Fairy Stone automatically required. Port crystals to Mel. Checkpoint Rest Town. Port crystal. Ox cart stopovers. Okay. Okay. An ox cart icon will be displayed on the mini map. That's nice. Extended ox cart station departure hours. Okay. Okay. Dashing outside of combat. Okay. Free camera option to photo mode. Okay. Option to toggle display. Change the content of some treasure chests. Okay. The August changes are huge. Are they? Are they in here too? Visible out of benefit. Stat boost for pawns inflicted. Oh, status screen. Okay. Guardian specialization enables the pawn to prevent ox cart raids from occurring. Oh. Okay, interesting. Enables the pawn to single-handedly repel smaller foes that attack the camp. and to reduce the health of larger ones before the Arisen joins battle. Oh, so they've made it to where, yeah, you can travel and rest uninterrupted, basically. Bought from Nameless Apothecary in Nameless Village as a reward for the quest, claw them into shape. That we placed in your inventory if you've already done it. Nice. Makes it harder for them to fall from cliffs. Good. Stamina recovery increase when pawns help you. Let me put music on. It's very quiet. Music. Hello? There we go. There we go. Bug fixes. Anything cool? I'm not reading every single bug fix. Oh, I'm not reading every single bug fix. I ain't reading every single bug fix. This is the August one, I believe. End of August. Okay. Save slots. There's a patch today. Yeah, right now. Yep. Equipment filters. Favorite equipment. Nice. Added the pawn command explore. Okay. High five. Nice. Pawns can now grapple enemies and draw their attention. They can now interfere with enemy attacks when the Arisen is downed. Protect the Arisen when they're unable to move. Suggest using large boulders when enemies are grouped together. Lure enemies to areas where the environment can be used. Perform follow-up attacks on enemies knocked back by the Arisen. While grappling a large enemy, pawns can now pull the Arisen up and make them jump higher. Pawns are now more likely to prioritize enemies targeting the Arisen when the player is using a ranged vocation. When carrying an incapacitated pawn, pawns will now act based on the situation, such as putting down the pawn being carried if they are in danger. They will act more quickly to attack or provide support. Avoid or guard against attacks more effectively. Temporarily invincible when being revived by the Arisen. Shorter hit stop when landing a charge attack as a warrior. Easily catch the Arisen after they have fallen from a great height during battle. If they're afflicted with Dragon's Plague, they will now be able to stun large enemies by attacking their legs. Attack smaller enemies without consuming stamina. Make enemies more susceptible to being thrown off balance by attacking them while they're stunned. And pawns afflicted with Dragon's Plague will now accumulate the loss gauge at a slower rate. Dang. Really, Zaibatsu? No, that sucks. This is the August one. The other one is like mostly bug fixes and quality of life stuff. These are pretty big changes, I would say. Tutorial, explanation. The number of assignable weapon skills from 4 to 6. Enemies are less likely to target you if you're crawling. Being attacked while down will now cause you to get up right away. The effects of stamina guard. What the hell? Dragon's Plague never happened to you? Damn. Blank Strike sure did like to not hit enemies. Deflect range attacks. Adjusted the timing for some skills. Adjusted counterattack to target. I mean, this is all just good stuff. The final upward strike of Righteous Fury to slightly lift enemies up into the air. Increase the speed to knock an arrow using the blazer. They was pretty slow. Damage of dire arrow, front kick, and leaping punch so the user is launched backwards even when performed on the ground. Touch the ground. This is a lot. This is what the hell? Maybe I will read that closer to August. What the actual hell is going on? That's crazy. Jesus Christ. DLC announcement for Dragon's Dogma quite literally saved me from listing my physical copy on eBay today. Damn, that's crazy. Adam, clearly, we just needed you to be like, I'm done. And then Capcom's like, hold on a second. Hold on. We got news. Put the button down. Step away from the button. We're going to do a little bit of Sparrow Racing. They finally brought it back. We probably should do it, huh? Sparrow Racing into the Sunset. That's going to be the name of the... Dun, 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 na, na, na. I will change my title to Destiny 2 Sparrow Racing or something. Still a pretty good CPU. Yeah. Still a pretty good CPU. The game... God help them. It was definitely rough. Never picked up new pawns again. Oh, Divine, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm so glad. Thank goodness. I did see that the Raid Out Challenge is back. Yay! Old Light Emblem. I'm old. I am old. I'm an old person. I'm an elder. What is this? Oh. I'm an elder. How do you get it? God knows. Beats me. How do I... Let me check. Social... Fire team in private... Okay, it is public. If anyone wants to... If anyone is playing Destiny and wants to join Sparrow Racing. How do I do Sparrow Racing? Yeah. Ops. Yeah. Okay. Great. Dear God. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. God damn. It's in here. Okay, perfect. Good, good. I will not be doing anything except Sparrow Racing. I don't have a build. I'm freaking level 10. I don't want to even think about... it would take me from now until when I have to get off and cook just to put together a build. That's how long it would take. We'll just launch it and see if we can matchmake. I know there's been some issues with matchmaking, so we'll see. But if anyone wants to join, let me know. We got a couple matches we can do. Oh, there we go. Nice. Should I play some old person music too? I kind of want to hear the music of whatever is in SRL though. Sounds good, Sparty. Sounds good. I don't even know what the ship is. I don't even know how to get the emblem. Oh, this is a new one. Ayy. Oh, Wolong. The first Wolong is coming to Switch 2. Man, they really... Wait, how do you go? Oh, I thought it was right trigger. How do you go forward faster? I'm so glad they did this. I'm so slow. How the hell do you go fast? It's left trigger? That's the A button. Thank you, Toast. Thank you. What? Okay. I'm so glad that they put this as a map, though. Because we were always like, oh, this is like Destiny's Rainbow Road. I like this song. They did a good song. Is that freaking Crota? Is that freaking Crota? What's he doing? Whoa! Yeah, they added Sparrow Racing League back. But it's been a long time. They made a really cool SRL map. I can tell you that. Ooh, magnificent. Thank you. Oh my god. Predicts up. Well, now I know how to, like, go forward. I'm feeling a lot better now that I can go forward. Whoa! I got attacked by a ball. I didn't know that they could move like that. What's up, Chris? How's it going? Freaking Crota. What's he doing? See, if I went the other way, we could have got some boosties. We could have got some... Oh, rip. We could have got some boosties. Who needs a boostie? I didn't play a lot of Sparrow Racing because I didn't like it. I thought it was cool. It was cool.
Victory imminent.
But it's pretty boring. I'm okay. Has it been 10 years since Sparrow Racing? Jesus Christ. God dang it. Oi! Oh, you bitch. You pushed me. This might be a little rough. Okay, we're gonna miss the boosty. But at least we didn't die to Crota. Oh, I should have got... That would be the way to win right there. Taking that.
Plenty of time to fight.
It was like a cool side thing to do. Maybe it's a bunch of people who like didn't actually play Sparrow Racing who wanted it back. Because that seems to be like all gaming internet discourse, is a bunch of people who don't actually play the thing talking about what the thing should be.
You don't know when to quit.
Woo, not last.
Okay, that was practice. We'll win the
That
next
is
one.
my first new stuff. Whatever that is. Cool. Wipeout on the PSP. I'm glad that they did that map though. Like that map is made to add a damn, what's it called? Sparrow Racing Man. Oh, the Google Docs thing, I have dark mode because it's an extension for Google Chrome. It's an extension. Yeah, I saw that the Destiny player count had gotten a new peak. So I was like, "Oh, let me get on and add to the peak," but now it's gone down again. So I'm not adding to the peak. I'm not adding to the peak at all. Maybe I did for a second. I might have did for a small second, maybe. The extension did kind of break my browsers a little bit. Basically, it doesn't load things perfectly, and then I have to, like, reload it. I saw that, monkey! September 3rd. Wolong on the Switch. Ay, ay, ay. Did you see that Onimusha demo have been downloaded 1 million times? 1 million downloads? Yeah, you'll be able to keep playing Destiny stuff. Yeah. Mortal Shell 2 open beta has been downloaded 250,000 times. That's pretty good. I've only done one race. But I'm really glad that I got to experience the new map, though. Because that's kind of what I wanted to see. Because I can only do one more race. So, I'm only going to see 2 maps. Oh, a trick boost? Thank you for telling me. A trick boosty?
Want vengeance. Denied.
Whoa! Riding on the wall. Missed it. Oh. I can't dodge and, like, hold down the go button. I remember this map. I definitely remember this one. I remember that part specifically, where you were like, should I go up or should I go down? I remember that one specifically. Oh my lord.
Flashbang!
We might be flashbanging to the future. It is the Vex. Could be. Oh dear. Wait, can you hit both of them? Destiny is such a good looking game. It's still such a good looking game. I definitely hit a ship. I definitely hit a ship for sure. Yeah, the maps are pretty good. They did a good job. Like, this is an old map, but man, it looks great. They did a great job with it.
Finish them. This is what comebacks are made of. Fight more.
I like the music too. The music's good. I remember this being like a prime spot where you could just knock people off of stuff. I remember that. I remember. Hitting the ship is not optimal, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like the music. The music's good. And I'm glad that people who never got to experience Sparrow racing are able to experience Sparrow racing. Because it's pretty freaking old.
You may be defeated, but you must never surrender.
Oh, we got the cape. And we got a horn. The old cape. The Ghostbuster ship is really good. Yeah, it's real good. Unfortunately, I have to go cook. Unfortunately. Okay, wait, hold on. How do I get the emblem? Collections? I have no idea. I know that they gave you like a guide on how to do it. But then people were like, actually, that's wrong. It's in collections somewhere. The hell was this? Bam, bam. Wave splitter catalyst. Collections, flare. Oh, and then emblems. I assume general or count. That looks pretty good, actually. Account. Old lights. Yes. Woohoo! At least I get to be an old person. That's all that matters. We get to be old. I have played Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Yeah, I have indeed. I have indeed. I really like it. I will be playing Ragnarok. I will be playing Ragnarok. What's up, Black Shogun? How you doing? I don't know what I'm making yet. I wanted to play a, I wanted to make a grilled cheese. Rich enough? What? No? I do not have like $200 million in my pocket. I do not. Yeah, Sparrow Racing is cool. It's cool. It's cool. But I was never a huge fan of Sparrow Racing in Destiny 1. The Nintendo Direct? God, I hate putting scores to stuff, but I know TBH puts scores to everything and asks us what our scores are, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Dragon's Dogma 2 expansion was there, so it's at least an 8. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, that was fun. 2 Sparrow Racing games and got my emblem. Woo! Dragon's Dogma 2 expansion gave me a purpose. No, like, I actually played, I loaded up yesterday to make sure that Destiny 2 worked. And it put, you know how it puts you right into a mission. It put me into the first Renegades mission. And I was like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, what they're doing here is pretty cool. The vibes are good. The music is right. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I just have no interest in Destiny. I just have no interest. Same way that the same way that I stopped playing Guild Wars 2 even after playing Guild Wars 1 for like 10, 11 years. I didn't like Guild Wars 2's PvP that much, so I stopped playing it. Because I was only in it for the PvP. Things that I liked about Destiny 2. Day 1 raiding with my friends and PvP. Day 1 raiding, you could still do, and I did do. I actually tried really hard post Final Shape to get into PvE. I can't do it. I can't do it. It makes me sleepy. Yeah, Celia, everyone stopped playing. I'm glad we could fire team up, Sparty. I'm glad. Did you play Guild Wars 1 PvP, Bashy? Shoot things? What are we shooting? Yeah, but Destiny, yeah, Destiny meant meant a whole lot to me. And I put in a lot of hours. I've had a lot of really great experiences with Destiny. For sure. Let's take a look-sees here. I was hoping, I mean, maybe it'll keep climbing the concurrent players on Steam. I was hoping that it would be higher than it was. But it's fine. Let's see. I mean, I think we raid Mylan. I think we raid Mr. Mylan. Tomorrow I am probably, what day is it tomorrow? It's Wednesday? Wednesday. Is anything happening tomorrow? I mean, the Dragon's Dogma update is up. I don't know if I want to play Dragon's Dogma right now, though. I think I'm just going to play Marathon tomorrow. I think it'll be Marathon tomorrow, and then I have hiccups. Next week, we have Elliot launching, The Adventures of Elliot, which I'm looking forward to. It's actually nothing coming out in June. Not really. Not a whole lot going on in June. Now that all of the announcements are out of the way. Yeah, there's not much. We spent the last probably 2 hours, 40 minutes going over the Nintendo Direct. Yeah. Yeah. Let me start the Mylan raid. Thanks for hanging out for all the Nintendo news with me, guys. If you're playing Destiny stuff, I hope you enjoy it. All of the updates truly do look phenomenal. They've added a lot in there. And from what I'm seeing of the lore that they dropped, the lore that they've put in here is crazy. They're tying up a lot of things. They're delving into stories that they've wanted to delve into for a long time. It kind of looks to me like they were like, it's the end, so I'm just going to delve into whatever story I've wanted to do this entire time. And I think that that's great. So I hope that you enjoy it if you're playing it. And we'll see what we end up doing tomorrow. We'll see. Have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully way before freaking 4 p.m. That'd be nice.